I would like add, I have a little changed the topic. The topic is 5 decades of research in CSM-CRI on ion exchange technology and ion exchange membranes. The ion exchange membranes I have taken because none of the persons who did the work unfortunately remains. They were very good friends, but they have...
Dr. Alkara and myself went
No,
factory here to make the membrane for the first time.
yes. Rubber factory. I remember I had been also there with him, that rubber factory. But those membranes were very thick. They have very poor electrochemical properties. So the things changed. I will come to that little later on. Please, next. This I have tried to explain what is ion exchange. I feel that there is everybody knows, because this is a area which everybody knows. Still we, myself and Dr. Popat, we get quite so many scientists approach us, solution mein ye nikalna hai, can you help us? We will give reasons which we have with us and tell them, you do like this, you will be able to solve your problems. So things have been going on smoothly. Next. This is, see, the cation exchanger will, a hydrogen form of exchanger will remove all ion, like as valence is shown, and similarly an ion exchanger, OH ion, will get exchanged with Cl, Br, whatever ions are there. So this is in short ion exchange. Next, please. Well, I'll come. This is where I started working. These are the resins physically of two types. One is gel type, second is macroporous type. Gel type we haven't worked here because now if I tell you, all the resins which are available in the market are mostly gel type, and they are so cheap that in India manufacturing is difficult. I had some contacts with the industry and I was going there as consultant to them. People in fact find difficult to synthesize resins here because China is able to supply them resins very cheaply. We don't produce any monomers here, they come from China. So China supplies them the resins, ready-made resin, at a price which they don't supply as monomers also. So here you have to spend simply labor, so people don't work on resins, gel type of resins also. Factories mostly, they concentrate on certain macroporous resin, certain specialty resins if there is a demand. So my job was to work on macroporous resins. That also, before I joined, there was one research fellow, Dr. Ranganathan. He was working with Dr. Krishna Swami, and he was doing doctorate with him. So he worked for some certain cation and anion exchanger of macroporous type. And after that he left. We were asked by the then director, Dr. D.J. Mehta, to work out the process further. When we started making, we found several difficulties in making them, and then we modified the techniques so as to make them suitable for us to make. So we made brine purification resins, which we worked with the GSFC. We went up to the pilot plant, we tested the resins. Unfortunately, when the studies were at the final stage, the R&D director there retired, and the people who were after him never took any interest in sponsoring us further. Then resin for sorbing ammonia for fertilizer industry weight, that is when Dr. M.H. Mehta was the director of R&D center at GSFC. We were going there, and he and his scientists only helped us to synthesize the resin there also. And we tested the resin in their premises for removing ammonia from fertilizer wastewater. Then mercury and heavy metals from wastewaters. We worked for mercury, but the conditions changed very abruptly, because for chloralkali industry there used to be mercury cathodes. Then they changed to membrane. When mercury was not used, there was no mercury pollution. So people asked us, why you are working on mercury? RC asked. When we have finished the work, this question came. We said, we were asked by the RC. No, there is no fun in working on mercury, because mercury is no more used. But I tell you why those days we worked for mercury, because this mercury in wastewater creates, if you know fish, they drink that water, algae, eat that algae, people get Minamata disease. That was in Japan. So we worked for that. Suppose in those days when I was working, I remember there was factory in Goa which discharged mercury containing water. So disease was feared there. So that way we worked for mercury. And then boron from seawater. Boron from seawater was essential because we wanted to, Mr. Vora, who was working on magnesium chemicals, he wanted to make bricks for lining of the reactors. That should be boron free, otherwise the refractory quality of the bricks is very poor. So we synthesize the resins, macroporous resins. Then chromium from cooling tower boron, that is one of my friends, Dr. J.J. Trivedi, he was doing his doctorate. So he worked for that. I only assisted him a little. Then comes arsenic fluoride from groundwater. That has been quite dear to me because it has taken last 15 years of my career here in CSMSI for that work. I will deal with this situation in later on. Metal nanoparticles containing polymers for disinfection of waters. We worked, a student of mine worked, and he got very good results. His papers were accepted in water research, which has a quite high impact factor. And now he works as assistant professor in Southern University. He has left us after doing doctorate. He was in fact the one person I always felt we should have him here, but somehow or the other it was not possible. Then amidoxime type of resin for sorbing uranium from its leachates. We had some time decided that we will try to recover uranium from seawater, because I was reading that Japanese, they tied this type of resin along the ship hull, and when the ship went for voyage, the resin went along with him, and when he returned, they removed the backs and tried to recover the uranium from there. So we said, okay, today we are not working on it, but tomorrow supposing we start working, we will need this type of resin. So we have the technology for resin ready with us. Then resins for taste masking of bitter drug and sustained release of. You see, this was the field which now after water, how long person will work. These are the same material which are used for these applications. But we found that these resins, since they are highly cross-linked, they are insoluble, infusible material, very high molecular weights, they don't disintegrate. So if you make resinates with the resins and then take as medicine, it is not for a grown person like me or you, but for kids whom you give a dispersion and they have to gulp the medicine. So for them it is used. And those kids, these drugs get released in the stomach at the bile pH. So that is the usefulness of that. Now we are working with the local medical college, a team of pharmacology department. We have Professor Tripathi, Professor Tripathi, and his doctors, a team of doctors is assisting us. They came here, they made a team of us also, and we are studying the stained release. The initial results are very encouraging. So these are the applications of resins which are less in limelight. The non-functional removal of limonene from orange juice. This is very attractive thing which we have done, and it is still very effective. We have made the resins, made the polymers and sent to CFTRI for their evaluation. Now, unfortunately, those professors or those scientists also not there. I don't know whether they have pursued the work further or not, but there is a scope. If somebody wants to do it, can be done. Dyes from wastewater, vitamin B12 from its solution. This is vitamin B12. I remember one pharmaceutical company fellow came when I was doing this work. He said, this side of this way there is no method of recovering vitamin B12 from dilute solution except these type of polymers. So I thought this is a quite good work. Those days it was not that you should immediately transfer the technology, this, that. So this is a part of my doctor thesis also. It gives very attractive results. The results were as good as with standard materials. Then surfactants from water. Next. Then in organic ion exchange for moving radioisotopes from radioactive waste waters. This was the work which I joined in 72 as a youngster, and I was assigned this job. This other work which I have explained, that was taken after in 1974 or so. In 72, 73, 74 half, I worked on this. We were making this polyantimonic acid, zirconium silicate and phosphate, ammonium phosphomolybdate, manganese dioxide. Manganese dioxide Dr. Trivedi was making, and certain other materials which we were making here and supplying to BRC, because in India nobody made them, and they were needed by the Bhabha Atomic Research Center for absorbing radioisotopes. We did quite a good work, but when Dr. Taqi Khan took over the lab, he said, we will not work for, why should we work for BRC? They should make their own arrangement. So we stopped the work. So after that, nothing has been done. So otherwise, I feel one should, for such matters, one should take the interests of the country rather than the research of the interests of the institute. Next, please. Now comes to the question, arsenic. Arsenic is the thing which I have chosen for today's main talk, because this I have been doing for quite some time. I have, first time in my life in this institute, I found that there is a lot of fun to work in the field rather than work in the laboratory and come from in the morning at 9 o'clock and go in the evening. Here we start our day at 7 o'clock in the morning and sometime end at 7:30, 8 o'clock in the evening. So I tell you how it started. This simple chemistry, arsenic 3 is found in groundwaters, which is about 20 times more toxic than arsenic 5, which is found in surface water. When arsenic 3 comes, water with arsenic 3 comes on the surface with air oxidation, the oxidation is very quick. Even I tell you, in the bottles which we get, arsenic 3 bottles, if we keep it in exposed to light or exposed to air for some time, it converts to arsenic 5. And we are finding difficult in, you see, we will read in the literature. Now we are working on a reverse osmosis technique also to remove. We find that, people say arsenic 3 is not removed by reverse osmosis. 5 is only removed. That is true. But the water converts so quickly into 5 that it is very difficult to keep it in the 3 stage. So we are working, we are devising ways how to work, but definitely it is not 100% removing. Only 90% removal is expected. Next. See, these are the methods: precipitation processes, adsorption processes, ion exchange processes, ion removal processes, membrane processes, and point of fuse technologies. These are the broad arsenic removal. Next, please. See, coagulation filtration removes 95%, lime softening removes 85+%. Next. For using surface waters or even well waters, you require this sequence of things. I tell you, when we went first time in 2004-5, first time to Maslandapur in West Bengal, and we were sitting in this one Biswas family, we were sitting in the veranda. We saw the bottle they gave us a bucket of water, which is very clear, very nice clear water. And he said, okay, aap baad mein karna, pehle khana kha lo. He said, okay. So we kept the bucket there only, we went for the food. When we returned after the food, you will be surprised that you could not see through that water afterwards. There was it was brick red colored. There was no transparency. It was something, it was not settling. It was only hanging in the water. I said, what is this has happened? Somebody has added something inside the water. He said, no, we have not added. This one NGO was there. He was also in. He said, साहब इसमें क्या होता है? ये थोड़ी देर पड़ा रहे ना तो हवा के लगने से वो फेरिक सल्फाइड जो है फेरिक हाइड्रोक्साइड में बदल जाता और उसके कारण ये लाल लाल रंग हो गया. हमने कहा तो हमारे को सेटिस्फैक्शन नहीं थी. आई अगेन टुक ए ग्लास ऑफ वाटर एंड केप्ट इट एंड फाउंड इन 1 hour इट वाज आल्सो रेड. Then we thought, we had not gone with any other provision. We established 5 units at 5 places and came back. After 15 days, there was a telephone call from the Mr. Biswas. डॉक्टर साहब वो तो रुक गया, वो प्लांट तो चलता ही नहीं है, चोक हो गया. अरे यार हम चोक कैसे हो गया, हम तो सब ठीक करके आए थे. तो मेरे को हम दोनों जने बैठे सोचा तो लगा कि ये हो सकता है, इसका रीज़न ये हो कि वो सारा जो फेरिक हाइड्रोक्साइड है उसने वो जैम कर दिया रेजिन का कॉलम. तो हमने उनको लिखा कि भाई ऐसे ऐसे फ़ोटो भी बनाई, ये बोला इसको बैक वॉश करो, ये करो, वो उन्होंने किया, ठीक हो गया. फिर भी हम नेक्स्ट 6 months के अंदर गए, हमने सारे कॉलम खोले, उनको हिला विला के अच्छा. इमीडिएटली वी डिसाइडेड वी विल गिव इट लाइम ट्रीटमेंट टू द ओरिजिनल वाटर विच वी पास थ्रू दी. तो उनके लिए we fixed one additional tank on the top of the terrace which was white colored, and we used to fill 100 liters of water in that and wait for a evening में भर देते, रात भर रहता था. So very morning we will give lime treatment and everything will settle in 15-20 minutes. उसके अंदर ऐसी opening दी कि supernatant water could pass through the resin bed and rest of the sludge you could remove after 50 liters of after 100 liters of water is consumed. So we found that that columns in certain houses 2006 से लेके आज तक चल रहा है. 8 साल हो गए वो रोज प्री ट्रीटमेंट दे देते. 2003 दूसरे तीसरे दिन, क्योंकि 100 लीटर पानी तो नहीं लगता फैमिली में पीने के लिए. So what they do, they keep rest of the they treat that water and then we wait for the dirty things to settle down. Coagulation, yes. Then they remove the sludge. Dr. Saab was very particular कि we should find a solution. पर वहाँ पर तो इतना आर्सेनिक है, nobody is bothered about our solution. We do also जैसा साहब किसके पास इतना पानी है यहाँ पर, आपका इतना से इसमें चला गया तो क्या हो गया. I said it will increase in your source, the arsenic will increase, but they won't bother. But still we have worked out that if you mix that sludge in bricks, there is a brick making industry in that area. If you mix that sludge in about 20% to 30%, if you mix and make the bricks are very strong and the arsenic doesn't leach from the bricks. So that has been possible. So we have tried to contain that there. आगे चलिए. Next. See, this is the resin and this is the theory that how arsenic gets attached to the resin. This is the artist's view. Nobody is able to establish an ion exchange whether this must be taking place. This is the imagination that this can only happen because these materials are such that you cannot dissolve them, you cannot disintegrate them, you cannot do anything except illusion, and that is illusion will leave this thing. So we imagine on a bead this must be happening, then only the arsenic can be removed. That is the thing. So this is the artist view of ion exchange, a reaction taking place on the resin particle. Next. You see, this is how we do. We take water, we take decanted water, as you are seeing, we take in a bucket, we allow it to settle, add lime or alum wherever it is required, settled in the bottom, then water is put to the hopper. This way it flows, water flows there. passes the resin bed, and the water comes is totally arsenic free. We have test kits. I will show you that how it. Please next. You see, these are the units which we have placed in different houses. There are about 65 units which have been placed. Some are working, some are not working. Not working are only those fellows, they have no time to treat. They will say, सब हमारे पास कहाँ पानी बनाएंगे, हमारे पास तो रोटी खाएंगे, कमाएं, खेत में काम करें कि पानी बनाएं. So this is the situation. Many are not working. Many units are not functioning. Maybe some 10-20% are not functioning. Rest of them work. Next. You see, this is how we go around. We sit there, we test their water, we attend to their queries, and when we are 15 days there, most of the time we are on the move, like the small rickshaws. Myself, Dr. Popat, and there are more 2 persons with us. We sit on the rickshaws, go around several kilometers in the villages, and but it is a very satisfying experience. That satisfaction I didn't get in my AC room also, which I feel, which I got here. Next. That is in broad how arsenic-free water becomes. Next. Then we thought, Dr. Saab was saying that ये एक जो है ना वो नहीं काम करेगी, आप community scale बनाओ. So he was pressing us community scale. We got sanctioned from the ministry that we will put community scale. This is a schematic photograph of community scale units. I'll show you the other. Please next. You see, these are this type of there is a tank. In this tank, 2,000 liter tank, we put water in that. Evening we fill the water, morning we give. There are certain, I will tell you one more very interesting thing. There are certain areas where there is iron inside the water. There are certain areas, very less iron, calcium, etc. is there. Where there is less iron, it is not easy to remove arsenic by precipitation technique. You have to have iron present, then it works very nicely. Otherwise, you have to give lime and you have to give alum treatment, and then that thing settles. I have seen that you can reduce the arsenic, say from 600 to you can reach 50, 40, 50, 60, 70 ppb stage. But now Indian government is also going for 10 ppb. If 10 ppb is there, then you require final policy is required to be done by a system as we have it. So this is in this the resin is there, about 70 liters of resin is there, and you see that water which is coming out is inside is such a unit is there. It is passing through that, and you get arsenic free water. Next. Is similar is the same thing, isn't it? This is a Debindu Vishwasi, is a person, youngster, very, very hard-working youngster. That is one of the few places which we are more than satisfied. He has collected every bit of waste, every how much he has registered, how much water he produced, what he is charging to the customers. He charges some 30 rupees per head. For some there are more than 100 customers. They take water every day. So that type of arrangement is there. It's a very good fellow, and we are very satisfied with. Next. You see, then you see there are certain mosques. These mosque people, there is a problem, who will spend money. There is some expenditure of 200, 300 rupees per month. You require precipitation chemicals and all those things. So we told them, mosque people, that they come and see, कोई इनके मत्था तो टेकते होंगे, उनसे लो पैसे थोड़े थोड़े इसमें डालिए, तो they agreed. तो मौलवी से बात करी, आपको बताएंगे, आगे भी देखिएगा, चलिए आगे. सारे मौलवी वगैरह ही हैं, इनसे बात करी, इनको कन्विंस किया कि इट इज़ बहुत अच्छी है। मौलवी मेरे को बोलता है साहब आपको हम मदद करेंगे, आप कुछ के मन में मुराद है तो बताइए, हम आपकी मुराद पूरी करेंगे। मैं कहा मेरी मुराद यही है कि आप पानी मेरे जो हम लगा रहे हैं सबको मिले, ये मुराद पूरी कर दीजिए तो सब कुछ हो गया। हमको कुछ बाकी अल्लाह का फजल है, कोई चाहिए नहीं है? चलिए आगे। You see, so these are all community scale units which there are 10 such units working there. आगे चलिए। See, अब पानी तो है, पानी बन भी गया, पानी में आर्सेनिक ठीक है कि नहीं ठीक है, हैं? हमने अब 10 तक आ गया है, तो अब देखिए 500 का पानी है जो कलर प्रोड्यूस करते हैं, वो एक मर्क्यूरिक ब्रोमाइड पेपर होता है, उसमें आर्सेनिक गैस प्रोड्यूस करते हैं अंडर रिड्यूसिंग कंडीशंस। वो आर्सेनिक गैस जो है मर्क्यूरिक ब्रोमाइड के ऊपर रिएक्ट करती है एंड देन यू गेट दिस कलर। यू सी दिस आर रियल टाइम कलर, ये मैंने कोई फजिंग नहीं की, यही एक्चुअल रंग आया जो फोटोग्राफ किया गया और यहाँ से लिया। हमारा लड़का पता नहीं यहाँ है नहीं जिसने फोटोग्राफी की है सारी, ये सारा हमने एक्चुअल है, इसमें ये 100% आता है, इसमें कोई चिंता की बात नहीं है। वी हैव मेड सम 70-100 यूनिट्स आर रेडी। मेरे को 200 इफ यू रिमेंबर दे आस्क फॉर 200 यूनिट्स, सो 100 more we will make and then we'll. So I think this is for arsenic. Please next. इसी ऐसे देखिए पानी ऊपर ऐसा था, जहाँ पर आयरन हो ऐसा होता है, जहाँ नहीं आयरन हो तो उसमें ये क्लियर होने तक ही चौथी बाल्टी में बिल्कुल क्लियर हो गया। तो ये ना इस यूनिट्स में पास कर दो तो आर्सेनिक फ्री वाटर बन जाता है। नेक्स्ट, ये फोटो हमने खींच दी है जिन लोगों को आर्सेनिकोसिस की बीमारी है। ये तो पहले निरंजन मंडल तो चले गए अल्लाह मियाँ के पास, कोई रहे नहीं, पर बाकी कोई जीते होंगे। ये भी शायद बीमार थे बहुत, गोपाल बाला भी हैं, अभी मालूम नहीं इनको आर्सेनिक बीमारी है, काफ़ी लोग बीमार हैं। कोशिश हमारी यही है कि उनको बताएं कि आप ये इस्तेमाल कीजिए, दिस विल हेल्प यू। नेक्स्ट, ये देखिए ये हमारे साथ के साथी लोग घरों में लगाते हैं। प्लीज़ नेक्स्ट, चलते जाइए। चलिए, ये चीज़ देखिए हम लोगों को किस तरह ट्रेन करते हैं, किस तरह हर एक चीज़ के पानी एनालिसिस करते हैं, ट्रेन करते हैं। ये so this was so for our arsenic work. Now I come to a topic where I have not directly done it, but since it was quite an open department, we used to have good healthy discussions. Dr. Thampi was a good friend of mine. I feel very sorry that he is no more with us. Same is the case with Dr. Govindan. So they were the persons. They were the persons who initiated lot of work for ion electrodialysis membranes. Please next. आगे है. You see, this is how I will go very quickly. This is how the membranes are made. Styrene DVB is given to a solution of HDP, LDP, etc. in xylene, and then interpolymer membrane, but there it is polymerized, cut, dry, melting करके extrusion करते हैं, उससे chloromethlation, sulfonation, ion exchange, cation exchange, and ion exchange membranes. This is the best membrane which we have with us. But unfortunately, there is not full R&D gone into it, or perhaps the people who were doing it were not polymer chemists. The reaction is that at about 100 degrees centigrade, styrene DVB at 100 degrees centigrade, that too in an open kettle, was creating a lot of problems. Here also Dr. Ghosh forced them to go to salt form and work there, isn't it? So I understand that Junior Ghosh, who deputy director, he has worked there and he has achieved quite reasonable success. Hopefully, because he showed me some polymers, so hopefully that work is carried forward. Then only the true sense of this will be done. Actually, आगे चलिए. ये देखिए स्टाइरिन DVB ये क्वाटरनरी अमोनियम ग्रुप है, ये सल्फोनिक एसिड ग्रुप है. आगे चलिए. You see, this is how the membrane looks. This is anion exchanger, cation exchanger. ये separators हैं. That is stack इकट्ठा करने के लिए. That is how they use it. आगे चलिए. This is principle of electrodialysis. Most of you know about it, so I need not waste more time on this. आगे चलिए. You see, इन्होंने जब when they made full plants from this, or providing drink water in tsunami affected areas of Tamil Nadu. ये जब सुनामी आई थी तो इलेक्ट्रोडायलिसिस की यूनिट्स लेके वहाँ गए थे, and that is how they are collecting, providing water to the women folk in the villages. आगे चलिए. ये this is the domestic unit they made for the same 18 liter 15 liters per hour capacity. चलिए. You see, this is also providing drinking water during the earthquake in 2002. तो उसमें भी they provided water. आगे. शुरू में दे वर्कड फॉर रेलवे कंपार्टमेंट में डाला. इलेक्ट्रोडायलिसिस की यूनिट जो है सोलर एनर्जी से चला के दिखाई, ट्रेन के डब्बों में लगा के दिखाई. चलिए आगे. ये किसी भी रूरल कलेक्टिव ड्रिंकिंग वाटर प्रोड्यूस बाय ईडी. देखिए चल रहा है. दैट इज ऑल आई हैव फॉर. आई होप दैट आई वाज एबल टू गिव सम आइडिया अबाउट आवर वर्क. Only thing which is pinching me today, I have already tried, as many of you know, 6 years back, and I may be here for a couple of more months. There is no one except Dr. Popat to continue the flag further. Dr. Popat will also be retiring in 2 years' time. I felt that there should have been some youngster who has the desire. Youngster, when I say youngster, I mean boy, male, masculine person, so that he could walk. I don't want that, no, in villages it is very difficult to take ladies, it's अपने रहने को नहीं मिलता, खाने को नहीं मिलता. तो नहीं बता रहा हूँ उनको, आगे चांस आए ना आए, है कि नहीं. I am just why telling him that he should take care so that right person comes. That's all, sir. If you pay heed to my request, it's nice of you. Thank you.